Yo, I ain't know what to say, so I wrote the weed up, let it blow me away. They say I don't dress like much, couple hundred no cologne, you can smell my ways. If I leave with it, then I rest my case. Fuck you, the game, and the rest my taste. Bitch, better pray for she bless my stage. Don't hit my line, yeah, I crept in safe, yeah, I crept in, bitch. Hold up. Hey, nigga, you was in squad, but you left for the chase. Your foundation don't mesh with the face.
Okay, good evening. I am the one, the only Matic B Mobley. And today we're going to do something a little different here. As promised, I promised that we're, since we switched from a Quick 15 podcast to a Quick 15 network, that we would be interviewing up and coming artists, entrepreneurs, etc., etc. So I say, what better way to start this than homegrown? So we're sitting here today with brother V Brown here.
Howdy.
Yeah, I mean, V Brown is a actor, is a singer. You know what I'm saying? Jack of all trades, master of none. So, brother Brown, tell us a little bit about yourself. Like, you know, let's start from the beginning. What part is? Well, first of all, what city you're from? What part of the city? And go from there.
From the beginning. Well, it all started when I was a little boy. No, I am from this city of brotherly love. You probably can't tell there's brotherly love here by the way things are going recently, but nonetheless, I'm from that city, Philadelphia.
Yeah, you hear the sirens.
Right on time. And what else about me? I am, like you said, an actor. I'm a singer. I'm a writer as well. I've been getting more into writing projects right now. Lots of things coming up. I guess we'll get into that.
Yes, we will. So tell me, what got you into what got you into the? We ain't gonna start with the acting. We're gonna start with the singing portion first. What got you into the singing portion first?
What got me singing? Well, all the way in the beginning when I was little, I have two sisters, but my oldest sister is a really good singer. I wish she had someone to hear that when she was younger and someone to believe in her. And it was like, I just went behind her, following her, singing along with my cousins and stuff like that as a child. And I did a little bit of it here and there in grade school, elementary and middle school, played instruments. Music was always something special to me. So I decided to pick it up again in, I want to say 2018. Yeah, 2018, 2017. And I booked a session somewhere in a popular studio here. I'm not mentioning anybody. You do your own advertising on your own dime.
There it is.
There was a studio here I booked some time with, and just to get the feel of how things work in a professional recording studio. And from then on, something happened. I took another break, and then I got serious about it. I posted something, and then I was at a family function, and Mimi JK, your sister, my cousin,
right, was
telling me about you. And she's like, you should come and record with us sometime. I said, well, I think I just better do. So that spawned the first EP in 2020. We worked on that probably all 2019.
All 2019.
All 2019. And for 6 songs, there were plenty more recorded, but they just didn't make the cut.
They just didn't make the cut.
They didn't make the cut. But started this, released the first thing in top of 2020, and then a full-length album in September 2020.
Titled?
Friday Night. And we worked on that all 2019.
Yes, we did.
The first half of 2020. And so that's what got me into it. Family got me into this, and just the love of music, period. Music was my best friend when I had no friends.
Okay, well, what are the acting? The acting, what got you into that?
The acting, I love television, and I felt like there wasn't an accurate representation. Most people can turn on the TV and see a depiction of themselves.
Right.
Somebody's telling their story. Someone's looking like them. Mm-hmm. And unfortunately, it's a lot of people that don't look like me who are just spread across television and magazines and commercials and things like that. And I said, well, I think I heard someone say this. I want to say it was I don't know, some celebrity. They're like, if you don't like what you see, then be the change.
Right.
So I said, I need to be the change. I need to be that actor that I didn't see as little fat black 11-year-old Vincent Brown, the one that looked like him through the television. There's probably like maybe less than a handful of black men on television growing up. And in music, there was Luther, there was Freddie.
Right.
On television, you had Arsenio, you had Montel. You could really count
Barry.
black men. Oh yeah, Barry White. I mean, he reigned through the 70s and all that. That was before my time. But like I said, growing up, I probably had like a handful of people I could look at. There was the New Edition, all the guys from New Edition. There's one single group
Right.
in the 80s that you can really, that I could really look up to for the inspiration.
Right.
In acting, like I said, there was not a lot. There was Eddie Murphy. There was just so many people, like I said, that didn't look like me, didn't look like most of my family.
Right.
My family are black people. They are short. They're plus size or big and talls. You know, there was no one that looked like me. So I got into acting to be the change, to be that inspiration to the next up and coming Vincent Brown. And it's funny. One of the things I thought I was getting into, I got into theater by mistake. I thought I was answering a casting call for, like I said, this time like web series were like really jumping off and they were the big thing.
Right.
I thought I was answering the call for a web series called Underground Episodes. And it actually ended up being a theater stage play.
Did you do it?
I did it. I mean, couldn't turn back now. I'm at the audition, and I'll tell you about that audition. Like, I damn near cried. I probably did cry. I was going through a lot. Just lost my second aunt, probably about a year or two before that, and I was coming down with some stuff, really sick, and I was probably giving up.
Right.
I was probably giving up. The morning takes over. Everything going wrong kind of sort of takes over. So I still decided to get up that morning and go to this audition. A mess, respiratory infection and everything.
Right.
And I read for this part, and I know I was doing terribly. But I was just like, you know, if I could just get a second, and had to gather myself. And he was like, it's okay if you want to read from the script. I'm like, okay, I think I'll be more comfortable doing that. And I just gathered myself and I knocked it out. And when he told me the details about it, I was like, theater? Live on stage? Huh? We can't yell cut. So, but like I said, I followed through, and I was, in this particular production, I was a transit officer.
Right. You know, theater is the new black thing, the black thing to do. Since Tyler came, the black thing to do.
Yeah. I mean, he definitely a big inspiration there. He's one of those folks that can do it all. He's the writer, the director, the producer, and the star, and play multiple characters in his productions. So there's no such thing as can't. That man's living proof.
Yeah, I agree. So let me ask you. So So do you have any projects upcoming?
Upcoming is another album called "It's Complicated" that we are working on.
Right.
Still. When's it coming out? I don't know. That's between us.
2023.
Right? Shut up. No, I've learned from you and from many other people who talk to me when I get in my head to stop trying to rush the process.
Right.
Stop rushing the process. I'm just saying, oh, this needs to come out with my birthday. I'm going to celebrate this with my birthday. And oh, this is going to be out Valentine's Day. I'm going to do this, and it's for the lovers, isn't it? No.
You know, I'm the king of pushing albums back. I don't care. I mean, listen, we'll get there when it gets there.
When it gets there, yeah. And I think that's the beauty of being independent.
I treat it like the IRS.
Yeah.
You get it when you get it.
Get it when you get it. So that is coming, but it's going to be out before the end of this year. I think it's coming in December.
How about any other, plays?
Absolutely. Before we get to the plays and things, music-wise, the latest thing I just released on November the 2nd that is called, why don't I know that? Somebody Else. Somebody Else just
you did release?
Yes, it is released. Why don't you know this?
I don't know, because nobody told me. Well,
sir. We'll get back to that.
Listen, I'm getting it live with everybody else.
Yeah, it's out. I dropped it on November the 3rd. Somebody else, and it's available everywhere. And that's going to be from the album as well. And as far as other things outside of that, there are theater productions coming up. I've written my first stage play. Can't tell you the title yet because I don't want y'all stealing my stuff.
There you go.
That will hopefully be out next year, as well as the full stage production of Awoke, the musical. It is a musical that I helped co-write the songs for.
Right.
That was another thing by accident with the same producer. Shout out to Brother Train, aka Alan Clark of Run Boy Run Productions. We are still in the process of recording the soundtrack for it. So we're doing something major about this. This is going to be a soundtrack as well as a live theater production. Awoke the musical. We did a little preview show and sang a couple numbers during this festival here in Philadelphia. Right. And it was well received. So I'm glad about that. I think we're on the right path. Yeah.
So what about visuals? Like, you have any upcoming visuals, and where can the people find your visuals that you do have?
I have 2 visuals out on my YouTube channel. There's a video for Get You Off My Mind. There's a video for Friday Night. There's a video for One With You. Those are all up on my YouTube channel. You'll see a couple live performances there as well.
What is your YouTube channel called? That'll make you see my face.
When you go to YouTube, you should type in V Brown, BROWN, and I should pop up there. Big guy with the beard and glasses.
Yeah, that's you see my face. I had to ask. I'm like, you tell someone go to my YouTube channel. What the hell is it called?
And the best way also on Instagram, follow me on Instagram, V Brown Actor Singer, and I have a link tree in the bio for any and all streaming outlets or whatever that you're into. I keep that updated with ticket information for shows and things of that nature. The Cash App's there. I take donations. I'm independent. That stuff costs money. I don't have a record company backing me.
So let me ask you. So, all right, there's no secret. Openly gay man. Mm-hmm. So let me ask you. With that being said, how does that help? Does that help or hinder what you're doing?
I think that being yourself, it's a shame that it can sometimes hinder someone. But as for me, I feel like it hasn't really hindered me.
Right.
Hopefully it doesn't. I think it opened me up to a wider audience. There's plenty.
I should hope so.
Yeah, there's plenty of people who have probably grown up and seen me out on the scene here in Philly in our gay clubs and things like that when I was younger, and just see me out and about in the workplace, things like that. But there's a wider audience there, and again, we go back to representation. Mm-hmm. I probably would have been out a long time ago if I saw the representation and if there wasn't such a, I'll say it's a hatred towards a group of people like me and for not even knowing us. But it's like, once people get to know you, it's like anything else doesn't matter. I mean, and just like you as a heterosexual male, like what you do behind closed doors in your house ain't none of my business. Right. But the person that I know before me, the rapper, the engineer, the father, right, the family man, like that's who I know, and that's all that matters.
That's the same way I feel about you. I always say this. I say, if you don't like V Brown, you don't like people.
Oh, I appreciate that.
I mean, that's coming from a real. And I don't do that. That ain't my thing. Yeah, and that's coming from a real place.
I appreciate that.
So So next, right? So, okay, being an artist, being an actor, right? Sometimes it's not all ups all the times, the downs. So when the downs come, how do you bring yourself how do you lift yourself back up when you feeling down?
Well, you know this, but I'm about to tell everybody. I cry, damn it. I cry when I'm down, and I'll tell everybody, I'm quit. I don't want to do this anymore. Leave me alone. Hide under the pillow, turn my phone off. Don't answer anybody. That's how I deal with it until I get over it.
Right.
I'm human.
But how do you pull yourself out of the hole, though?
I pull myself out of the hole. Like I said, I don't think there's anything I necessarily do. I go in there, I have my moment, and I wake up. I'm like, all right. And I have the encouragement behind me from folks like you, from my family, my closest friends. You all know who you are. Too many of y'all to name right now. But y'all all know who you are. I appreciate it. There's people who will bring you back to life, bring you back to reality.
Right.
And that's the kind of thing that really pulls me out of it. Go through and get out. You'll get out on top. Sometimes you just got to go through.
Right. Well, really long as you get through it. Now I'm going to ask you this question, Ray. Now, name 3 of your all-time favorite artists.
Just 3?
Just 3.
Oh.
I'm going somewhere with this. It's just 3.
Can't you give me 5?
You only get 3.
3. All-time favorite. Dead or alive?
Dead or alive?
Dang, nabbit. Okay. There was Luther, of course.
Of course.
You know I was supposed to say that. Whitney.
Okay.
And there's a tie between 2 people. I have to say it's Tony and Shantae.
Okay.
These are the folks who I guess I got my own private, take my own private vocal lessons from growing up. And there's people who sound like me and they sound familiar, and there are people who write and spoke to my heart. And those are the folks who, like, if anything comes on, I know any lyric, every album. I know their music. I know their voice whenever I hear it.
Now, with that being said, if you can pull anything from each one of those artists, you can pull one thing from Luther, one thing from Shantae, one thing from, I don't know who else she said, but if you could pull one thing from each of them, what would you pull from each one of them?
From Luther, I would pull he was such a class act and a gentleman. And I think that I try to conduct myself as such as an artist when I meet people and when I present myself on a stage. I try to present myself in such a fashion. Right. You never really heard much about him. He tried his best to keep his nose clean and keep people out of his business.
He did great.
And I think he did awesome. Like, there's nothing ain't no photos coming back. I don't think anyone has Me Too'd Luther Vandross.
Right.
They probably said he was a bit of a Devo. But I mean, when you're great and you know what you expect out of people, you know what you expect out of your own stage productions and things and your work, because your name's on that marquee out there. Right. You have a right to be a bit I guess anal retentive or OCD or even a Devo type of attitude when things aren't going right. It's my name out there. It's my money on the line. Right. So I would pull that work ethic and that gentleman class from him. Okay. From Whitney, I wish I could pull that power. Like, she was like a buck 35, like 5'8", 5, and she built like someone.
And where were we?
Okay, yeah. A little interruption there. Like I said, someone like Whitney, she had the power. Like, she was so thin and statuesque, and she belted like someone the size of Martha Wash. And and that's no shade to Martha Wash. Like, she's an amazing singer and artist in her own right, and I respect her so much. Got to meet her. She's a beautiful soul, and it's a shame that the industry stole so much from her. Because, like I said, some people don't fit a pretty picture. Right. She's a victim of this industry. But
I'm not to cut you off. Let me say that what I've noticed, though, what I've noticed is like artists that are like heavy. Mm-hmm. when they do lose the weight and stuff like that, they're never the same artist. They never reach the they never go as high as they should go once they lose the weight.
It's like, oh, they lost weight. And then the hype is over.
Right.
It's like, all right, well, I did what you all wanted me to do now. Don't stop listening.
Right. Like Kelly Price, like what's her name? Jennifer Hudson.
Yeah.
Like, well, these girls did what y'all asked.
Let's see what happens with Adele. I think she's not going to lose her power, though.
Exactly. But you know
There's
what?
something else working in her favor. But
Yeah,
we
ain't
like
gonna
you,
talk about
Adele.
that.
Yeah, we like you.
Yeah, but go on. I didn't mean to cut you off. I didn't mean to cut you off. I just had to get that out. I had to think about that.
Yeah. Who else? I said Tony is like a.
Right.
I'll say like Tony has this sexiness and like the deepness and richness to her voice. It's like.
Right.
It's just something magical. Like I need the magic in my voice like that.
Well, I mean, I can go along with that. Now, we're going to go to actors.
Actors.
Your top three.
My top three. They would have to be, because I love comedy, I'm going to say I love Eddie Murphy.
Right.
If he's in it, I'm watching it. Morgan Freeman.
Right. I'm not surprised.
And I'm not going to say him. I know everyone's probably like, Denzel. No. Not to say he's not an extraordinary actor, but I mean, he's got his platform and all that. Like, everyone loves Denzel. That's a given. Right. But someone else who doesn't get a lot of shine. And as I can see the representation, Forrest Whitaker.
Yeah. Now, he's good. I can't argue with that. Yeah. Now, what are you pulling from each one of them?
I want to pull the longevity from all three of them.
Right.
The drama and charismatic thing or swag from Morgan Freeman, and the versatility from Forrest Whitaker, because he is also a writer, director, and actor. And comedy, like I said, I love to laugh. Right. And if I ever decide to do like an improv kind of class to teach stage timing with comedy and all that, I would do that with Eddie in mind. And or if he ever had like a master class, there's some people who have retired from their official professions and now they're giving these master classes to people. If Eddie Murphy ever did a master class that I could afford to attend, I would definitely take it with Eddie Murphy. Yeah.
Sorry about that. That little interruption there.
We're fathers.
Yeah.
We're still fathers while the cameras and mics are on.
Yeah, definitely. So, I gotta get my thoughts together on the other question I was going to ask, but the question that I had before that is this. Okay, you're in the studio, right? Mm-hmm. You're in the studio. Mm-hmm. I'm talking about in the studio, like you jamming, and you need a feature. Who do you hope walks through that door?
Tony Braxton.
What is it about? Like you, like
I
it's
just
like
want to hug her and put her in my pocket. It's just let her sing to me all day and night.
Yeah, I'm like it's a serious obsession.
It's probably a serious obsession and sickness. Yes.
Yeah, because I actually had to ask that question because it's like everybody has that one like, damn man.
And you know who else I cannot front? Like that's why I said I needed more than some damn three. Mary J. Blige.
Right.
I just love her. Mary J. Blige. If she walked in, then definitely it's on.
But Mary or Tony, if they both walk through the door, you only get a spot for one.
Depends on the type of song. If it's something slow and heartfelt, as you say, my crybaby records.
Right.
If it's one of those, then definitely it's gonna be Tony.
Okay, all right.
If I want to get some the holleration and some hip hop vibes,
right. And some no more drama.
Come on, Mary. Broken heart again. Another lesson learned. Absolutely.
So
I don't own the rights to that. I just love it.
there you go. Now, we covered the actor, we covered the singer, we covered being openly gay and having some success in this. You're also a part of the Quick 15 podcast. Now we're Quick 15 network. We expanded. So how did that come about?
I was always there.
Yeah.
And it was something, like I said, I'm always willing to try new things. And I was told like a long time ago, I have a voice for like radio and stuff like that.
Right.
And I think if you caught me, it's crazy how time works and how God works.
Right.
I believe it was probably all a divine plan and divine intervention, or whatever you want to say. If you caught me 20, maybe 25 years ago, and we had this type of technology, I'd be sitting back with my mouth shut, like,
never.
Because I did not think I had a voice. I don't know what that comes from, if it's society's views and things that I've heard growing up. Not enough people back then saying go for it or do what you want to do. I think there was an expectation of me growing up as a black male that I heard and I tried to play into, and I was a little scared to stray from the beaten path, or what folks had expected from me. I probably wouldn't have done that years ago, but now you probably can't get me to shut up.
Right, but what broke you out of the shell?
What broke me out of the shell? I think becoming comfortable with who I am. Right. And finally getting the encouragement, and it seemed familiar, and it seemed like family. I was in the company of my blood family, and then it expands and overflows to you. You sees me in the median or whatever, but meeting you, I feel like I've expanded my family.
Right.
It feels like family. That's what broke me out of the shell. The encouragement and everyone letting me know, we're here for you. We got your back.
Right.
Nothing else matters. We all have a goal here, and you have our support.
So out of everything, so what's the ultimate goal? What does Vince Brown want from the acting world, this singing world, the podcasting world? You know what I'm saying?
I want to be an EGOT, and I want to have some media awards as well. I don't think we do this to have our mama in them and our significant others or spouses to be our number one fans. We do this. Anyone who tells you that they don't want fame behind it, they're lying.
Right.
They're lying. You may not want to be mauled and hounded and made a spectacle of the way, I guess, blogs and paparazzis do.
Right. I don't want to be sued.
Yeah, you don't. You want to do this so that thousands and maybe even millions of people will tune into what you do.
Right.
You want a certain level of fame from this. Don't lie to yourselves. I don't do this so that my mom and my other half and my cat and dog can sit and listen to my songs.
Right.
I don't do this just so that this goes nowhere but beyond Matic Studio.
Right.
I need this. I need everything I do to go around the world. I don't do this just to stay on the stage in Philly. I need to be in New York. I need to be in Atlanta. I need to be in Canada. I'm not limiting myself.
Right.
Yeah.
So, what would you? So, it's always it's the journey. It's always the journey for me. So, by you going through your journey, what would you tell a young man coming up behind you who's having this, who's going through the same things that you've gone through? What words of encouragement would you give him to get them to gain the confidence that you have today?
I will tell him that that you are enough. You have more power than you know. You don't have to follow the crowd. Do what you want to do. Don't do what you think is expected of you. As long as it's legal, as long as you're not hurting anybody, do what you want to do. There's so many people who push college and education down your throat.
Right.
Everybody's not a high road scholar, and I learned the hard way after some odd $1,000 later wasted in being a college dropout. I'm like, you know what? Not for me. Maybe not right now. There's people who go back when they're like 50 and everything. Kids are going out of the picture. They get bored. I mean, I might. I think about it often. I feel like it's something that was unaccomplished. Like, and why did I go through it that long just to say, and now I'm left with student loan.
Now I can see you going back, like maybe teaching like theater or something like that. I can't see you going back as a student.
For what I'm actually interested in. Like I said, not following what I think is expected of me. Go for what I know. I would have been in those theater programs, or I would have gone to. I probably would have even selected a high school along with one of my old friends who tried to tell me I should follow her. Like, I'm not going there. I'm not a singer. I'm not a dancer. I'm not going there. But I would tell any young man coming behind me, make sure that you're happy with what you're doing and you're happy with yourself.
Right. And also, I would tell everybody, it's like your circle. Your circle means the world. Like I got it's a total of 4-man circle. You one of them, man. And it keeps you level headed. You don't be afraid to lose friends. Do not be afraid to lose friends.
It hurts for a moment. When you look back, like, wow, we were tight. Why aren't they here with me? Or why haven't they? I've come to see you. Why haven't you reposted anything I'm doing?
Right. You see, you're a softie. I'm not. I'm okay. I come with the game with the mindset that I know I'm going to lose some people. And I'm okay with that. I'm okay with that because if I gotta lose some folk to get forward and they don't got my best interests at heart, I'm okay with it. I can live with it. Mm-hmm. So you know what I'm saying? I know this is his interview, but I had to throw that in there. Your circle matters so much. You can't have the wrong guys around you, wrong girls around you. You can't have none of that. You got to keep your circle tight. And when it comes to a circle, a gang of people can't fit inside of a circle.
Right.
It's only meant for a few.
Right.
So choose wisely.
Absolutely.
We can go on and on all day. But,
we've only been on here for 5 minutes, right?
That's what it seems like. We've been here about 28. You know what I'm saying? But like I said, it's always a pleasure to sit down and talk to you, and we will do this again because I know your project is dropping 2023.
Shut up.
You know what I'm saying? Your project, but I just want to give you your flowers now. Like since I met you, a lot of opinions I had about certain things went out the window because I said, I met such an excellent person. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Thanks. That's why anything you ask me, I'm willing. You know what I'm saying? If I can help in any way, I'm more than willing to do it.
I appreciate that. Again,
if you don't like V Brown, then you don't like people. So I hope everybody out there enjoys this. Go follow this man on Instagram.
Yes, please.
V Brown Actor Singer. You can follow him on. I guess you can be friends with him on Facebook, but his shit is a bando.
Yeah, my Facebook page is a bando. My Facebook page is a bando.
So like I said, V Brown, this has been a joy and a pleasure. I'm looking forward to doing this again with you. And on that note, this is a Quick 15 Network. I am the one, the only Matic B Mobley, and we'll see you soon.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.